Hello, my name is Kathy Tuck, and I am here to have a conversation with a student from the Wisconsin Indian Technical College, Shelly, and she is here with her nephew, but she's here to answer some questions for us. As a student who has been at the college and has accessed the accommodation specialist, and also has been involved with the Division of Vocational Rehab, DVR. Set up. How do you get your accommodation plan to your instructors?
That would be Donna.
Donna does that, or
Yeah.
makes sure that you work together.
Yeah, she makes sure that
And
the instructors have my accommodations.
you're doing mostly online things right now, right?
Yes,
So you're not doing anything. Will you have to come to campus at some point?
I do come to campus when and if I need help because two of my classes are flex lab, so I can go in at any time and talk with my instructor if I need help, or just I even can make an appointment with my instructor to see when they're going to be on campus, because sometimes they go to different campuses, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've talked a little bit hit and miss about, as I asked questions, we could hear about it, but what kinds of accommodations have you had for your classes?
I've had recently I had my time extended, like on my tests. Like if it's maybe an hour, I get 2 hours.
Okay.
What else is there? I just looked at that too. Yeah, Dragon. Yep.
Oh, Dragon Speak, so you're having something, you can tap into it being read to you over the computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dragon Speak. Oh, no, Dragon Speak is you're speaking into it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's from speech to text. And then, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm one-handed when I type.
Okay, so it's easier to.
Yeah. And tutoring.
Is the tutoring specific for you, or is it a tutoring a resource that any student can take advantage of?
I think they just put it in my accommodations just so I have it on there.
Because you don't come to campus.
Yeah. Yeah, they have it to where my tutor comes to me at my home.
And so that is a very specific accommodation.
Yeah.
Right, because that wouldn't occur for all students who are on online courses, I wouldn't think.
No, because I don't drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
How do you advocate for yourself? I mean, you've got a little life experience behind you, but you're talking about high school. You took some time off I can hear you saying, I got myself up. It sounds like your mom was a big part of supporting you when you were younger. How do you advocate for yourself so you get those accommodations that you need?
I speak up when I feel that I need to. I don't sit back and let anybody do anything for me.
Where did you learn that?
My grandmother and mother, they raised me all my life.
Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's good for students to hear and for parents to hear that some kids are born advocates, they just are really strong-minded little people from the time, but otherwise we're
Yep.
And other times we really need those support people that expect it out of us, expect us to be advocates, and then you rise to the occasion. Was there anything teachers did that helped you to be an advocate in school?
I had one teacher, her name was Miss Hoffman, I believe. She pushed me when I didn't want to do anything, but she pushed me. Yeah.
So what has been the most rewarding part of being in college?
It's looking to, well, my previous degree I couldn't do nothing with in my area, so that's why I'm taking these medical classes online. So it's rewarding getting to
So did you have a 2-year degree then from LCO, or was that a
yes,
4-year,
I got
a
a
2-year
degree.
2-year degree in Native American Studies?
Yeah, because I took a little bit longer than I got my degree in like 3 years because I took my time getting my degree.
I was going to ask, I think it's really good for kids and for parents to hear, for students to hear that, you know, you're always learning. So it's obvious that you got this degree, did some other things in your life, and then you went back. How did you kind of got connected with DVR or with accommodation supports with the school, et cetera. How did you contact and get reconnected with DVR and with accommodations when you came back to WITC?
I think I tried, I just called them and told them that I wanted to go back to school for this degree because I couldn't find no work with my previous degree in my area.
And was that DVR you contacted or the school?
The DVR.
DVR, okay, all
Yeah.
right. And if someone says to you, what is what, you have many, many abilities, but if someone said, well, you have a disability, what would you say to them? What is your disability?
I would tell them, like I've always told them, just because I have a disability doesn't matter.
Okay.
No.
That's wonderful. Can you tell people, when you talk to your professors and things, can you tell them, this is what I need to
Yes.
learn?
Yes.
And what do you tell them when you say, hey, if we've all had those teachers that you want to kind of, and what do you say to them? Well, I've had that. But when you know that there's something going on related to your learning, what do you say to someone to say, hey, I need this to be able to learn what you're trying to teach me?
They accommodate me as much as possible. And they contact Donna if need be.
Okay.
To let them
And
know.
and what are some of the things that you've said, Dragon Speak, so that you can speak to text? You have extended time. Anything else that you've had that makes for your success as a learner?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What did Donna say?
Kurzweil.
Kurzweil. Okay, so you have things read to you. So not only are you speaking to the text and making it print, but you're having it read to you. The accommodation of the individualized tutoring, right? Okay, so I'm just kind of making sure they all heard all the supports that you have accessed, and that you made those happen by calling and finding the right people. Any last pieces of advice if a young person came to you and said, hey, I am, this little guy here is going to grow up, before you know it, he's going to be going on to high school. What advice would you give to a student who would come to you and say, hey, you did it? What advice do you give to me?
I would just say, don't be discouraged. Just do what you want.
And the other thing I heard you say was find your supports.
Yep.
Yep. Keep asking and find the right person.
Yep.
And if you don't get an answer the first time, you have some very strong support people, but there may be some young people that go to places that may not have those strong personalities and those strong supports. So to not give up when you don't get the answer back, right?
Yep. Just keep going. Don't
Don't give up.
Yep.
Don't give up. Well, thank you. I am honored to meet you. And I think you also show students and parents that don't give up, and also don't ever think you're going to stop learning. You did a
No.
lot of learning, and now you're switching gears. And that's what our the high school students that we all will be, that I work more with high school students, we find we need to tell them that they're never going to stop learning, but to always find the supports that help them in that journey.
Yeah. Even if it's not family that's supporting you, there's friends that support too.
Well said. Well, thank you very much. And we will be, this will be available on the CISA 12 site. And I know that many are going to learn from your very, very encouraging and inspirational story.